Good evening. Hi, guys. Well, Nancy so far. Hi, Nancy. I believe there are a few more there watching, but hi. If you want to get involved with this and you would like a reading, make a comment so you come up on the comments. Hi, Donna, Nancy. Hiya. Okay. So as you're coming on board, I'm going to go through my crystal Ealings? What on earth? I know. It's been one of those very long weekends for me. I'm raving it. No, it's not at all. I've been working. Michelle, Chantel, hi, you guys. And Laurie, hi, good evening. You'd love a reading as well. So let's see how we go, eh? Anybody want a particular animal or would you like, from Canada, would love a red? Yep, if I can, Donna, I definitely will. Any particular animals or would you like me to just choose for you? And we'll go from there. Okay, Nancy, love a reading. Almy, yay, 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 Almy. I like that. Yay. All right. So you sound as balmy as me, Almy. So why not? Enjoy life is what I say. Okay. So has anybody got any animals they'd like, or would you just like me to choose? So let's see what other messages come up here. All right, let's go over there. There we go. Right. So Michelle, I want to have a reading. Get skipped. Need guidance. Traumatic decision to be made right now. Okay, elephant or of a elephant and green. Donna. Okay, Donna. Michelle, I've seen your name up a few times, okay, and I understand what you're saying. I don't do it on purpose. I think, oh, it's that Michelle, let's not read for her. It's not like that at all. It's just who I get drawn to. But I will start with you, my lovely. Now you're saying you need guidance on a traumatic decision to be made right now. I can't tell you what to do. All right. It is literally that. It is only guidance. All of us have free will, choice, common sense, which we quite often forget to use, and being safe. And that means holistically taking responsibility for who you are and what's going on with you. Okay. So any connections with others or, walking across the road, keep an eye on it. Okay. So yeah, but in all chats, though. Oh, don't feel desperate. I'm just going to put that up there. All right. Don't feel desperate at all. All right. Don't be like that. Right. Michelle, it is an animal reading, but it's not like literal animals. They're crystal animals, my lovely. So we have like lots of different crystals. Okay. Um, right. I'm gonna with you, Michelle. Okay. So, oops, there's new comments. Let's have a look. Right. Hi, Tammy. Right, Michelle. Right. If you bear with me a minute, my lovely Michelle, and I'm using the bear, iron bear. Okay, so your traumatic situation. All right. I'm going to put your message up that was just there. Let me just find it because that will keep me focused on that as well. All right. That was just above there. So you need guidance for traumatic. Right. Okay. Now, all my crystals are made out of crystals. They're all different types. All right. But I was putting out all my crystals earlier on, just so all around me here where I'm sitting, and I keep putting this in and out of the collection, okay, because it's not crystal at all. I think it's made of tin. Okay, don't be despondent with this, all right, Michelle, because I just feel drawn to this tin bear. Okay, it's quite old, and battered and beaten, all right, and it's got, I guess it was colored in paint or enamel, okay, like a polar bear, all right, and I just felt drawn to that, and that's why I'm coming to you first, Michelle Graham. Okay, so let me just move my light over so I can see what I'm doing. Now, Michelle, although I'm looking at this tin and it's not crystal, I just feel you've lost your sparkle, and that's something you're desperate. And I say sparkle, it's your get up and go, your energy levels of instead of being a full tank, they're right down almost on in the red. Okay, and I feel that red in color as well. Is just for frustration, that anger is in there as well, is how I feel, with whatever situation is going on with you at the moment. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. So, oh bless you, you says you've lost your sparkle. All right. Of a lot of pewter vintage unicorns as well. So this actually ties in with you because pewter might be better. Like, I've no idea. It's quite heavy, so I guess it is pewter. Anyway, Coming back to this. Now, as I said about all the and it is enamel, looking at it closely, it is enamel that is sort of bitty all over what was once a beautiful looking, strong polar bear. The reason I'm pointing this out to you, Michelle Graham, is if you look under, all that enamel is still there within reason. Okay, do you see it under there? It's all still there. All right. So by saying that and pointing that out, Michelle, you still have that inner strength, that strength within you to deal with this situation. Okay. And obviously, I don't know what that is. If it's too personal, I do not suggest you put it on here. Okay. But I can only, without having a knowledge of what that is, I can't focus on it, if that makes sense. So hopefully, what I say does make sense to you, can give you that guidance you're so desperate to get. Okay. Okay. So I just see here that it's like you've been going in this one direction, and it's like you're stuck in a rut, and you can't move in any other directions, and it's like there's no get out clause, if that makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, bless. Okay. So that's, do you stay in that relationship? Do you what? Are you worried? All those kind of things. So I understand. All right. So I put that there. Okay. So would you understand then this being in this rut, and it's decisions as well? Because if you was to, I say, and I'm not suggesting you do this, it's just examples, but if you were say to move on, or to leave, or whatever, are you letting him down? Are you being a bad person? All these thoughts and feelings. Hence this poor bedraggled looking polar bear with all this strength. Okay. And it's under that way. That strength, you have it still in you, all right? But you're feeling so vulnerable yourself. You understand? Okay, right. It's giving you a lot of problems, left him, but he's begging you back. Kid and family. Okay. Again, be very careful how much information you put on here, how much personal information. All right. So, um, right. Okay. So as long I said about free will, choice, common sense, and being safe. That being safe and common sense comes into this. You're already away from that relationship. You're already separated from that relationship, and it's just making sure the being safe part, if that makes sense. Okay. So let me have a look at this. I will. Right. So I'm being drawn, as I said, you're in a rut. Now I'm pointing the polar bear in a different direction. I've just reversed it. And I just see it moving. It's like you're not taking control. The emotional side of things, understandably, has been the one that's been in control of everything. Him with the emotional, I'm going to use the word blackmail, but whatever word you want to use, but the emotional side of it with his own issues, because he sees you as that support. But actually, it's you looking after you as well, and your family, and your young children or child there. Okay. Oh, it's your kid as well. Okay. And it's such a difficult thing, but you can still give that support, but from, say, like from a safe distance, if that makes sense. So, a safe environment is more that is what I'm saying. I feel as well, is there are words being said, and it's like I just see the polar bear ears, they're wiggling, but they're back, like a dog when they, or a horse when they're not happy, they put their ears back, but they're still wiggling. I see some weird things, I tell you. And I just see that there are words being said from both parties, so you and him. And I just feel there that the words are being just in and out, but it's the emotional draining that is coming from the pair of you towards each other, if that makes sense. But it also affects the children, or child in this case. Okay. Okay. So where do we go in? Again, just guidance, free will, common sense, being safe, and choice. Okay. So it's looking for that environment, that safe environment that you can still give him the support. Um, right. That's that bit. For you, Michelle, I feel very much that you could do with a lot more support than you've been getting yourself from others. Um, and I just feel that oh gosh, as I said about the enamel and everything, there's so much. I've never noticed it before, but all this enamel in there, you are still in there, Michelle. You are still in there. And I just feel very, you should be acknowledging that you're going through a lot, but how much you're still coping with, and how much you're actually succeeding and achieving, and still dealing with this emotional situation. Okay. But being safe. That is my main thing. And I'm putting my thumb up saying that inadvertently, or is it? Right. So that is giving you the go ahead to be safe. And that's you look after. So it's your responsibility to make sure you and yours are safe and have that safe environment to still, if you want to, give this person that emotional support that he's in so desperate need for. But there's also that emotional support for yourself. Does that make sense, Michelle? I will. I'm being given April as a special month, and I feel like this April just gone, there was a big change in, I say, your home situation, your relationship situation as well. Okay, so I'm just acknowledging that, if that makes sense. And I want to take you through to October. I know we're in September now, but I want to take you through to October. That things will. Um, uh, they'll start moving, they'll start changing, things will start changing. Okay. um, Pardon me. I feel this brings up a lot of anxiety. It's weird because if I burp or feel, "Bleh," I just feel I'm picking that up, okay? Because this is potentially a scary situation for all of you, him included, but for you, and because it's not just about you, it's about your bub as well. Okay, so yeah, so just letting you acknowledging all of that. All right, so now I've got it in my hand here, and it's like I've got my thumbs up here, but I've actually got you in my hand, as in like the polar bear, and giving you that safety net. Okay. I've got a lovely old lady with me here, and I don't usually use the word old lady, but she's saying, "Well, I am an old lady." And I just feel this is mum's mum. This is Nan. I don't want to kill her off, but this is how she makes me feel. All right. And I just feel that she's around you and you sense that. And it's this feeling of desperation and loneliness. You can be surrounded by many, but it's that desperation and loneliness. Does that make sense to you, please? Okay. And she's just acknowledging that you're never on your own. Okay. You have us with you. And I feel that's your message from spirit in that regard. All right. Your grandma, there you go. Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah, but you understand with her, I am an old lady. All right. But she's just a beautiful, beautiful lady in the regards of just the way that she loved you. And that's something also that you're missing. All right. So I will put your last message up there and say thank you. You've got this. I can't tell you what to do. I've just given you this guidance. All right. You've got it. Yeah. You've got your own opportunity to paint yourself in all that enamel again, not literally. All right. But it's that your protection, your strength you feel has been totally drained. But it just feels that way. But look what you're still doing. Look what you're still getting up every day and getting on with it. All right. So good luck to everything, all right, and wishing him well as well, but sending all that healing and that love out to you guys. All right. So thank you, my lovely. I hope it all works out. Okay. So in the meantime, I am oh, bless you. That's your grandma. And she was inside and out, Michelle, inside and out. And so are you. And she saw that spark in you. And you are like a mummy polar bear. Yeah, like a bear with a sore head. No, you are that mummy polar bear. They never ever stop fighting for their babies. All right. So it's just that emotional, but look after you too. Survival. Okay. So, right, let's go through and have a look at some people. So, thank you for that. Hi, Wendy. And all, hi, Lainey, and all. Wendy says, hiya. On October's your birthday, Michelle. Sorry, I missed that one. Oh, bless. And also, I said April as well, that you probably started drinking. It's all these things, and safety, being safe is your main thing. All right. And common sense. Okay. So you've got all of that. Okay. You've got Anne Ivor. Hello. I'm new to your room. May I have a reading? Hopefully, Anne, I'll hopefully come back to you in a minute, my lovely. We've got Nancy. And I just have to say hello to a few people. Stephen. Let's go there, hopefully in a minute. Barbara. Hello, Barbara in California. Mwah to you, my darling. We'll catch up soon. All right. Lena, Ruby Ann, love the way you read. Thank you. Oh, I haven't got any butterflies, but that would be nice. But I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, let's go there. All right. So we've got lots of people. So sorry if I've not said hello to you, but hi everyone. Okay. So okay, Almi. Almi, I'm going to come to you, my lovely, wherever you are in the world. Are you okay with me choosing an animal for you, please, Almi? All right. Don't know if you're male, female, or in between, whichever. All right. So. Are you still there, Almy? All right. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I like that as well. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're in Holland. Okay. Oh, where we going, Almy, in Holland? Ah. So I'll say hello to you in Dutch. Hello. My Dutch, that is. All right. Okay. So, Almy, I'm going to choose a creature for you, my darling. All right. Here we go. Had one earlier on, and it's like, oh, where am I going there? It's be drawn here. Okay, let me go here. Let's feel around here. Um, Almy, Almy, Almy. That's right. Oh, right. Almy. All right. So, I brava. Is that hello in Dutch? I don't know. So I just know hello. Okay, I just asked a load of Dutch guys in paintball one year, and they said, "Oh yeah, hello." That's all they said. Um, Almy, I've just been drawn to this beautiful whale. Okay, no idea what crystal it is, but it's a lovely greyish, pebbly grey crystal thing. But it's a whale. Look at his little eyes; it's so cute. All right. The reason I'm putting it up to the camera is just to show everybody all the different designs, the little markings on it, and everything, including his lovely tail as well. Okay, so all of this is what I read from. It's quite fascinating, really. Okay, um, right. I'm just going to pause that for a second and put up here for Michelle was just reading for. The polar bear spirit animal is a messenger of change in your life. If you're in need of renewal or reorganization, the bear spirit guide will be your ally. His presence encourages you to make decisions and move forward. The bear totem supports you in being proactive instead of waiting. Boom. I love it. There you go. All right. And I was drawn to that before as I was to say, before I even come on live. So, Michelle, take notice, but only you can make that choice and your own free will. All right, my darling. Okay. So, Leonard, it's a crystal animals, my lovely. Choose a crystal animal. And if you want to just put an animal name, it's Italian. I didn't think it sounded very Dutch, but thank you. Okay. So, Almy, this beautiful whale. Now, Almy, would you understand? I'm just going over this side here because my light is just here. All right. But as I say, when I was looking at my animals earlier, putting them out, as I say, the whale, I just saw it. It was like, when they come up out of the water and they and they got all that big. It's just I feel there's whatever's going on around your life at the moment, my lovely. I just feel like it's like you just want to just to just release all that pent up frustration, energy. Some of it is toxic, some of it is all negative. It's just all this just frustration energy wise, if that makes sense to you, Almy. Okay. um Hello, did. Oh, good, thank you. Would that make sense to you, please? Just that release of that frustration. It's I just feel like you're in, it's almost like that state of mind where you just like, I've got to do something to release all this pent up tension, this frustration that's going on in a situation that I feel is whatever that is you feel quite out of control in that regard. It's like you're having to rely on others, you're having to other decision makers, but actually you could just say, you know what, this is what should be done, and you deal with it, but it's out of your control. Would that make sense to you, please? Okay. And that's why I'm just seeing the whale as it's coming up out of the water. But then I'm drawn to his eyes as well. And you see the eyes, they actually sparkle in this. Can you see that? They're quite they're not additional to the crystal. It's just the way it's been carved, but they look so alive and so intelligent. And Almi, I just get the impression that your intelligence is not being recognized. It's like your skill knowledge, your what you can achieve is not being acknowledged or recognized by those around you. And I feel the expression, the decision makers around you. Would that make sense to you, please, Almi? Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. I also feel as well is I'm seeing the tail coming up, and I'm saying okay because I get whoever's talking to me here's guides, etc., and the crystal animals. Okay, is that I feel with the tail coming over. You see how it's coming over the body. Okay, and I just feel very much that it's you've put this almost without realizing it, this barrier up to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, all these things. Okay, and I just feel that that's that protection you're putting up over yourself. But if you notice, it's not covering the whole body, it's just there, so you've not shut yourself off to what's going on. You've just like said, you know what, I've got to take a moment, I've got to take a step back. And I feel that you need to take a bigger step back, just emotionally, but also mentally as well, because I feel like you would normally face problems quite logically, quite practically, but I feel at the moment it's just the emotions that are, you're being ruled by that, and the disappointment, the frustration, all that lot. And I just feel that you're being more ruled by your emotions rather than being in balance where you'd normally deal with things other if it wasn't there you go. So it makes sense to you. Okay. I will. I've got hold of the whale like this. I don't even notice how I hold them otherwise. And then I'm drawn to how I'm holding. And it's like I've got you hidden. And it is like you're hiding yourself away. Even if it's not physical, it's mentally, or it's like you're like you say, oh, I can't see you, so it's not going on. Does that make sense to you, Almi? Because I feel like, no, if I don't look, if I, I'm hiding. Okay. And I just feel that's what you're doing, but that's part of your trying to protect what's going on around you. And I feel it doesn't just involve you. Don't know if you've got a younger person around you or somebody that is, it doesn't have to be a child, but I just feel younger, somebody that's maybe just a bit younger than you, but it involves someone else that's also in a similar situation to you. And I feel like I just get the impression that you're trying to go through all of this, but also help others. Would that make sense to you, please, Almi? And am I talking I just realised I'm talking very fast, but you Dutch have amazing, amazing English, much better than my Dutch. So, yeah. So hopefully it's all keeping up with you. All right. Um, Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's trying to cope. But that's why I was saying about that, and it's just like the hiding side of things, all right? So, okay. So, yes, it does. I just went because I'll put the message up. Stephen Charge says he lives in Wales and had just had a whale washed up on a beach. Oh, bless you, and bless that poor whale. And what is going on with the world nowadays, eh? I just send healing to the whale for its transition, but it's already in spirit. But it's also the whale's family, but all those traumatized by it because they're poor old animals. But coming back to Almi in Holland, okay. Um, what's that? Look out what you say. Exactly, okay. But it's also where am I going now? I will. I'm just being drawn to the teeth there. All right. The lovely big teeth. All right. And look at the lips as well. Now, would you understand you are putting this huge, big face, like this big smile on? Yeah, no, everything's fine. How are you today, Almi? Yes, fine. Big teeth. But actually, it's all just putting a facade on. You're just putting a mask on it all to hide your real, true feelings. And I just feel there that it will be nice once you take control of your own self, because you can't control others. It's just how you deal with it. But sometimes we are just guided fully by our emotions, and it's just taking that step back from those that would help you clear your mind and your mindset in order to face and deal with this in a practical way, and it won't be so hurtful then, if that makes sense to you, Almi. Okay, hopefully it does. But I want to put a beautiful big smile on your face and make it from the heart, or as I say, from your big toes up. All right, because I want to give you that big smile to say, well done, Almi, because you are a kind person and that doesn't make you a weak person. It makes you a strong person because you can see that being kind is better than being "Meh" to others. You understand this, okay? So just acknowledging that as well. I'm being shown February as a special month for you, but I'm also being taken to March as well. And I just want to, you are so welcome. I just want to say thank you, be well, and tschüss, I think. Or yeah, I think it's tschüss, or is that German? Not really sure. See, multicultural me. I just don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, you take care, my lovely. All right, and apples and pears stairs. Right. I don't know if you've been coming over to the UK or to London or around the area, but I just feel like you there's that connection with I was just getting apples and pears. For me, that's Cockney rhyming slang for stairs. All right, and I just feel it all feels like you'll keep walking upstairs, but I'm just trying to bring the joy, the fun part into it, and it's your fun part that you're missing out on. Okay, and thank you, and I will say tschüss. All right, and blessings, whatever blessings is in Dutch, but we'll have it in English and say blessings and tschüss. All right, take care, lovely. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, hi Tammy. Possibly, and Bernadette wants a tiger. If you're drawn, thank you. Um, oh, she's still alive. Oh, fantastic. Oh, the way I read that was brown bread, but that's dead. I don't, bit of Cockney slang going on there. But the whale is alive. Oh, please everybody send your energy to that beautiful whale that they help that beautiful girl get back out to sea. All right, and to live a fruitful and healthy life and deal with all our stupid humans that take over the sea. Okay, so oh, please, please, please. Right, Stephen, I'm going to come to you just because you've given me that amazing news. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh gosh, I feel quite emotional over that. So thank you, because people are so, oh, let's go and see the dead creature on the beach, but actually she's alive. That's good. Um, I will. Thank you. Okay. Right. I look like I'm talking to myself. I think I am. I'm not really sure, but never mind. Okay. So where are we going for Stephen Charge? Great name, by the way. Um, I will go to. Oh, going to go to you. Thank you. Stephen. All right. Let me just see new comments. See if you're there. Right. Okay. So Stephen, I've been drawn to this lovely sea turtle. All right. Okay, so we've got this lovely sea turtle. Isn't that stunning? The detail on this little critter. Okay, again, I've no idea what crystal it is. I'm sure green agate or something. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will tell me. All right. Okay. So, are you still there, Stephen? All right. So let's go there. Put his name down. Stephen Charge. All right. Are you watching the rescue of the? Oh, you're there. Thank you. Woohoo! I was going to say you're too busy watching the rescue of that lovely whale. Please, please, please let us survive. Okay, Stephen, I've been drawn to this lovely sea turtle. All right, which I think is possibly green agate. I've no idea. All right, but look at all the details on this lovely creature, Stephen. All right, but I'm also being drawn to the underside, okay? And it looks like it's all been, it looks like a scar, doesn't it? All right. Okay, and the throat area as well. I don't know. I describe things, but as I'm doing that, I'm building up the energy with the crystal animal, but also the connection that I'm getting through for this as well. All right, and yeah. So would you understand with yourself, Stephen, is I just feel there are times you feel emotionally scarred, okay, with what's going on and what's gone on in your life. Not all of it, just certain periods in your life where you just feel it's really affected you more. Than the last time it happened, that sort of thing. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know what that is, but as long as it makes sense to you, and I just feel like, you know what, normally I'd deal with this and I'd let it go, but this time it's stuck with me. Would you understand that, please, Stephen Charge? All right. And I want to call you Stephen Strange, the one from, I don't know, the Marvel films and that. If it's Marvel, sorry if it's not. Okay. Oh, bless you. Okay. Oh, I never noticed that before. Okay, right. I don't know if you have something going on with your left hand. Okay. Or you are left-handed either way. I just being drawn to the left hand, but I just feel there that there's been Okay. I'm being drawn to the left hand, but I'm being drawn to the ring finger on the left hand, Stephen. And I just get the impression, I don't know if you're married or whatever, but I feel very drawn to the fact that that there's something about the relationship or relationships, okay? Because I feel like it might involve more than just you and one other. There's others involved, okay? And like family, that sort of thing. And I just feel like there's been some kind of I don't know if it's like a breakdown or and again, I'm not predicting, it's something you're already aware of. Okay, for those that watch me regularly, I do not predict. It's something you should already be aware of. But I'm being drawn to the family situation or you and relationships around you. All right, and I'm being more drawn to family as opposed to work relationships, if that makes sense. Where are you going now? Thank you. And I feel like you've done so much to literally stick your neck out. All right, because I'm being drawn to the neck area here, and it's quite a long neck there. But I feel like you've got there's one, two, three. There's you and three others, or you're one of three, if that makes sense to you, Stephen Charge. Okay. And I feel very drawn to that. And I feel as well, it's like oh, okay, thank you. I'm being drawn to this incredibly gorgeous face. Look at that face. It's like it's got a little smirk on its face and it's got his eyes closed. Okay. I've no idea what that means yet, but to you, partner also, thank you. Okay. So yeah, so I'm being drawn to this little cute face. All right. I'm not saying that um OG, OG 10 years. What's OG? Don't know what that is. Oh, your partner of 10 years. Got it. Typo. Got it. I love this tech speak. Okay. But I'm not saying you've got a cute little face, all right? But I reckon your partner feels you've got a cute little face, okay? But I feel that something's gone on where it's almost not a smug face. It's just a it's finally I can breathe a sigh of relief kind of face. Would that make sense to you, please, Stephen Charge? I will, thank you. I also get the feeling as well is that you've got a lot of responsibilities, and I feel a lot of that is taken on yourself because you're kind of that kind of caring kind of person, but also somebody you're a protector. Would you understand this, Stephen, please? Okay. Um, for lol, I meant okay. But it's would you understand that as you are the kind a kind of protector, okay? You like to not take like your surname take charge. I just realized that as I was saying it, but you're somebody that would step in if it's needed. And I don't feel you're doing it, well, I'm here. It's I'm here. What can I do? How can I help? And I feel you're that kind of person, if that makes sense to you. Oh, look. Okay. Sweet. But you understand about that with that not smug, but that relaxed, that kind of yeah, kind of thing. But I feel that there's been a lot of trauma and vulnerability leading up to this moment. Do you understand that? Okay. So you're saying yes, a lot going on in your life. Absolutely. And that's where I feel like although this is underneath, all this like looks like like as I said, like a scar, like I feel like there has been medical issues, but also potential with the health issues as well, like the mental health as well. But also, where are we going now? Um, where are we going now? So I'm trying not to read other people's messages just yet, but it's like, oh, step away. Focus on Stephen, all right, which I am. But would you understand that, Stephen, that you've got others around you that keep losing their focus, and it's like you're having to keep bringing them back into the room, into the conversation. It's like, but they keep going off, and it's not like, oh, I can't be bothered to speak to him or listen, but they keep zooming out. Would you understand this, Stephen? Okay, or if that's yourself, all right. And I just feel there, it's just sometimes we can get overwhelmed with things. But again, this comes back down to emotions and that protecting type of thing you're doing for everybody else. But what are you doing for Stephen? Do you understand this, Stephen? Okay. And I feel very much that I want to just say, look, your home is your castle, is what we say here, but it's also it's like you've got yourself so spread and you see all the legs out and everything as well, yeah? But you've got yourself so spread wide that you sometimes forget to bring yourself in and just take, 1,000,000% love it. Um, and you just sort of forget to take time out. And it's not just taking yourself out of situations if you're able to, but emotionally, mentally, and sometimes physically out of situations just to have, like a reset. Okay, press that reset button. Does that make sense? Um, I will, thank you. I feel like you've got, um, oh bless. Would you understand? I will. I feel like spirit is quite, you're aware of spirit, or the meaning of spirit, okay? But aware of spirit around you. And I feel like there's a little one in spirit as well. Again, this is something you will be aware of. And I'm not predicting anything, but I just feel like there is, the potential for another little one to be here but didn't quite make it. Would you understand this, please, Stephen? Okay. Oh, you've changed your life around. But would you understand this with what I said about the little one in spirit as well? Um, I will, thank you. I feel as well is I'm being drawn to the top of the head, and I feel I want to do a lot more learning, a lot more. I don't know if it's research. Um, what we're saying here, research into certain things, certain situations, but it's that learning and that knowledge. And I just feel like, there might even be some kind of qualification at the end of it. Depends what kind of training you're feeling of doing. But if it's not, it's just that research. But it's for you to know, because I feel very much that you appreciate that knowledge is sometimes ultimate power in regards to, you know what to say, you know how to handle things, and even if it's just how to handle yourself. Okay, so, and I feel, I don't know if you suffer with, anxiety and stuff, or it's creating that feeling of apprehension, anxiety. But I just want to come to the throat and down the chest, and just give you lots of healing round here, just to just say it's all right, it's all right. Okay, if that makes sense. Oh, bless you. Okay. Ah, oh, bless you. My son's twin. I have 9 kids, but my 7-year-old was at, oh, bless. But so it makes sense, yeah? I can understand why the anxiety and everything now as well. It's like, "Oh my god." All right, but there's so much involved, isn't there? Now that makes sense with all the little legs and all the bits on the legs as well. All right. Doesn't make sense maybe to you lot, but to me it does, because it just makes sense. It's such a busy life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where are we going here? I will. Um, I said about the crystal itself, all right, but I'm being drawn to all the greens and the blacks there as well. And would you understand, Stephen, that there are, the emotional implications with everybody and so many people in your life? But the fact is like there are some that are not as happy as others, some that are, uh, maybe in a darker place than others, and some that are way up there in the rainbows. And it is just like just such an eclectic mix of characters and all those emotions. And you, being the protector, is trying to protect all of them, is trying to round them all up and deal with it and make everybody happy. You can't always make everybody happy, but remember to make yourself happy, and you'll see the happiness in others because of the the work that you're doing. I don't know how to word this, just to acknowledge that you've been, if it weren't for you, certain situations wouldn't have been resolved. Do you understand this, Stephen? Okay. Can you tell me my future, please? Because my kids are with their nan. Oh, bless you. Okay, right. Would you understand? I forgot what I just said. Blimey. Um, with regards to your all of that going on around you, it's a lot, isn't it? Heck of a lot. And that's where the vulnerability comes in there as well, and the scars. All right, there's reasons why your kids are with their nan. Okay, there's reasons. You you're fighting for them to come home. I wish you all the best with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this beautiful beast down for a minute, and I'm going to pick up a card for you, and that's going to be that card there. All right. This is a psychic tarot card, and I'm just going to choose one of these. What I'm drawn to, whatever pops out for me. All right. And we're going to go for that one. Fair dues. Now, destiny here. All right, the destiny card. Okay. I'm not making you into a woman, by the way, unless each to their own. But what I'm on about here, you've got so much going on, but no matter what, all right, you may have to feel like you've got different heads for different things because it feels like your head is going all over the show trying to deal with what's going on. But I feel very much to remind yourself that at the end of the day, you do everything with honesty, all right? And it's still you. It's still you that's dealing with this, nobody else. It just feels like it's overwhelming at times. All I can say is, I will, thank you. All I can say is believe, because the way she's got her hands here is there, all right? Is she's got her hands there, is believe. And I just feel that is quite important. Believe. It feels like you're not winning, but actually it's not a winning thing. Okay. You might think, oh, hold on a minute, I'll win, get my kids back. But it's winning in a way that you're able to cope with it. All right. Don't lose hope, is what I'm trying to say in all that convoluted talk. Okay. And I just feel there that don't lose hope. All right. Yeah. And one more card for you, Stephen, then I've got to move on. All right. Because I want to do that one there. Let me have a look. It's a namaste card. Okay. It's a pretty little card there. But it says you are blessed regardless. Every experience enriches us and those around us in some way, regardless of what we achieve or don't achieve, do or don't do. All is a blessing in one form or another. Nothing is a mistake, for all serves a divine purpose. All is blessed. If you look at what's going on and the reasons why, if they are safe and they have a stable life with Nan, but you'd like them back home and it may not wouldn't be as stable, then maybe are they in a better place? But it doesn't stop you having that love connection and dealing with it, if that makes sense to you. So what you do or you don't achieve, if that makes sense. All right. So okay. So I'll put that up on the screen there. So if anybody sees that, you can always pause it and have a look. All right. So that's that. Okay. So that's that. I've got to move on. Far too much time. As in, like, oh gosh, I can never go quick. All right. Right. Okay. So we've got Stephen now. Let me just go through and say hello, Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. I do have a tiger, so let's have a look. And Donna, Eva, Wolf. I don't have a wolf, no, but let's see what I've got. Anna, Iva. What a reading. I'm new to your room. Tiger. Okay. Oh, Julie, thank you. Julie, Stephen is sending you positive energy, my lovely. All right. Hi, Tammy. And Anna, I mean, Tiger, come back to you in a minute. Kamajit, hi, Kamajit. Let me have a look. I'm going to come to you on Lena. Hi, Lena. Okay, so I'll just say hello to a few people there. Wonderful. So, and Julie. Hi, Julie. Right. Right, Anna. Anne. I'm reading Anne Ivor and I'm reading it as Anna. You wanted a tiger. Let me see. I had my tiger down here earlier. Where are you, tiger? Here, tiger. Now, this is massive. Are you ready for this? Huge tiger. Ta-da! Teeny weeny tiger. Okay. So he's my little tiger. All right. She's an absolute sweetie. Okay. All right. So that's our little tiger there. But look at the head. All right, look at the head and all that grey and the happy smiley face, etc. But actually, I'm seeing that more as would you understand, Anne? Right? Would you understand that there are times you are going, but actually you feel like you want to scream? Would you understand this, please? And Ivor. Okay. Tiger, tiger, big roar. Absolutely, Lena. It does, yeah. And I just feel like that scream, I should have said roar actually. So thank you for that. But tiger, tiger, big roar, as Lena Ruby Ann says. So there's this thing about Anne's. Okay. One of my middle names is Anne. There you go. But I just feel here, there are times when, oh, there you go. She's responded. So that's fantastic. Thank you. All right. And I just feel it is that roar you want to give out. And I feel maybe a few choice words as well. But again, I feel that's part and parcel of whatever's going on, that frustration and oh, I get this as well, the pecking order. And it's like, you don't have to have known or been in a situation loads to know and be aware of the whole thing and to be able to give advice and deal with it. Would that make sense to you? For me, that sounds like it's all over the show, but I feel if I've got that right, that would make sense to you. Okay. There you go, Julie. We're sisters in that regard then. Hi. The Anne, middle name Anne collection. Okay. Collector, we should start a group for that, shouldn't we? Okay. So without an E as well. All right, there we go. Now, I feel very much that you potentially have been making a rod for your own back, all right? And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I mean that in the way you've been dealing with things, even if it's just emotional. It's like you've made it harder for yourself because it's not like you've been thinking clearly, if that makes sense. It's like you're being influenced left, right, and center. Again, I've no idea what this situation is for you, but as long as it makes sense to you, and Ivor. Thank you. I've just been drawn to the wing that's just behind me. Look, I've got my angel. Okay, she's there, but because it looks like it's coming out of my ear, doesn't it? Really. But I've got my angel wing, and I just feel drawn to the angel wing behind me. But it's the feathers. So I feel that you're very much someone that is always aware of signs around you, like the occasional random feather. And we're not talking roadkill here. Okay, as I try and remind people, no, that's a dead pigeon. This is a little fluffy feather that's just come out of nowhere. That is a random feather. All right. So, okay, where are we going there? I also feel like you're someone as well. I don't know your stature, and it's not about your physical stature, though I feel that has something to do with it, as in how people see you, how people perceive who you are. Okay, and you've got problems with partner as well. Okay, so would that make sense to you about your physical stature as well? And it's like you look weak, you look small, you look feeble, you look all these derogatory, negative, toxic thoughts and feelings from others towards you, but I feel very drawn to the fact that you are a little tiger ready to pounce. Please don't go pouncing. Not in a nasty way. I just mean as in looking at how you feel at the moment. Okay. Where are we going now? Right. There's also a lot of stripes, and they say you can never change. Like we can't change a tiger because its stripes will never go away. A leopard will always have its spots. All those old sayings about you can't change someone, they are who they are. Would that make sense? You feel weak at the moment, hopeless. Okay, all right. Um, right. As I've already said about that feeling, it's all about the feelings, okay? And that's where the grey matter, so the brain, comes into it. All right. And I don't know if you suffer with headaches as well, but if it's just like the migraines or whatever to do with it all just gets too much at times. Okay. Just stop. Just breathe. Join in with the meditation that we do every Sunday around about 6 o'clock. All right, join in with that. Take a bit of breathing time and a bit of Anna time. Okay, you're hoping for new love. Can I just say, and this goes for all of us, I've had to go through it as well. Love has got to start with you. It sounds really cliche, but love has to start with you. Respect has to start with you. So it's loving who you are, being comfortable with who you are, and actually respecting who you are. By doing all of those things and working on you, then hopefully new love will come in. Okay. Because you're not wanting it, wanting it, wanting it. Oh, that will keep me going. That's because I can't cope on my own. Actually, you can, but you don't realize how strong you truly are. You've got all these signs coming around you from the spirit world when you're asking questions and doubting who you are as a person and doubting that love connection. But actually, all these signs are coming around when you're thinking or sensing or feeling these things. And it's like saying, come on, love. Love is what it's all about. It sounds all fluffy, but it's not. Loving yourself truly. Okay. I love who I am. Okay. Because I'm a nice person. Some people don't like that. Some people feel it's not genuine. You, Anne, are a nice person, but you don't feel you're genuine because you're not love. You don't love yourself. Does that make sense? So love yourself. I don't like my size. I don't like bits and bobs about me, but I love me as a person. That's what I'm trying to get to everybody listening. Okay. But in this case, definitely for Anne. Hopefully that makes sense. By doing that, you're setting yourself free emotionally, but also out there, your energy is changing. So people will see you for who you truly are. And that's this person with a beautiful smile that actually feels comfortable being who they are and is just enjoying their life. And I'd like to be part of that life kind of thing, yeah. But they it's the respect goes both ways. So they respect you for who you are and treat you like that as well. Does that make sense, Anne? Okay. Tried to manifest, was writing lists, still didn't work. Right, lists. Been there, done that. What I didn't put was being really romantic. So my now new husband is not romantic, but in ways he is. Here's some carrots I grew. Love you too, honey. Yeah, but in their own ways. But things do not happen overnight. Look at the manifestation, the writing, the lists, and everything of what you would like. You've put it out there, but it's not flicking a switch. It's not immediate, but you think about it, put that to one side. Have you actually thought about yourself, as in loving you first and releasing that and actually changing your energy in that regard? It really does work. Took 16 and a half years to get us married, but we got there in the end. Okay. And I have no hope at all, but it happened. I'm not saying that will happen, but I'm saying it's that release of that energy. Okay. Because I just started to love who I was and acknowledging who I was, kind, caring, compassionate. And I say that about yourself, Anne Ivor. Please, you've got some really beautiful qualities. Recognize them. Okay, so do that. All right. I know it makes sense. Nerdy ner. All right. And you are this incredibly strong tiger. But tigers are playful too. They love water. They are quite incredibly intelligent. Yeah. But they just are they're in the moment, all right? They're comfortable literally in their own skin, okay? I'll leave that with you. I'm not going to give you any special months or anything. I'm just going to say I'll leave that with you and say namaste. And I'm being told namaste, gods. This one is for Anne Ivor, okay? We'll give you a little namaste card, all right? And apparently, namaste stands for, let me have a look. Um, Namaste means I honor the spirit in you, which is also in me. All right. I know what it means, but to read it out, it helps me because I forget what it means. But I know it. That just sounds weird. Okay. Right. Let me go there. Go there. Right. Gonna have that one. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Right. Got this stunning card here. All right. Okay. So the blessing of faith. This is for you, Anne Ivor. The universe is testing you. Will be faithful, is testing you. Will be faithful and true to yourself. That's what I've been saying. Be courageous, for you are supported by a divine ocean of love. You are gifted at this time with the blessing of a strong faith that will see you through the present challenges. Okay? Faith isn't about religion. Faith is about belief. It's about what you believe in and that kindness, etc. So that's to you. So namaste and Ivor. So thank you. Let's put those out of the way. There we go. Oh, we've covered up those animals. Hello, beautiful. There we go. All right. So thank you, Anne. Right. Let's go and have a look, shall we? So we've got right, Julie Schreiter, I think that says. Julie Schreiter, are you there, my lovely? And you've got Tammy. Hi, Tammy. I've really got to get my eyes looked at. You are so welcome, Anne. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. You've come up there already. Okay. To pick an animal you're drawn to. Yes, I will. Right. So, no. We'll go, oh, Will, thank you. Okay, Julie, you've got hands, dove. Oh, no, 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 no. Ooh, no, got that one. All right, now this one I do know what it is. It's a tiger's eye, but it's actually an elephant. How cute is that? All right, and yeah, so it's my beautiful elephant. It's stunning, isn't it? And I'll put that under there. How dark it is under there, but look at the feet. It's just beautiful. Okay, there's so much. Now, Julie Schreiter. All right, I'll just call you Julie S for now, in case I'm pronouncing that wrong. Julie. Okay. Julie, would you understand? Oh, you are. There you go. Hello. All right. Would you understand, please? There are so many different layers to you. There's so many. It's like you confuse yourself at times. Would you understand this, please, Julie? It's like you doubting all the time. You succeed in things, you achieve things, but then you like imposter syndrome. It's like, oh no, I'm not good enough. I'm putting, it's like you're putting yourself down because you've succeeded. Okay. Oh, and you said it's your so odd, my daughter's favorite animal. Oh, there you go. There you go. See how beautiful. And I bet that's just as beautiful, if not, your daughter is more beautiful than this. But there we go. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. So I do waffle, so I do apologise. Would you understand as well, please, Julie? I feel that there's, don't know if you've had, I will. I feel like there's been one, two, three major losses in your life. I feel two to spirit and one relationship wise. Okay. And sorry if it's the other way round, but hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. And I just feel that this is, and I keep doing this, and I feel like there's a gentleman that is involved with you that I just feel like I've got all stubble on my face. I just want to wipe my stubble, if that makes sense. But I'm doing this. So either three are in spirit. But would you understand this? Or they're like, when somebody's like thinking about something, they just do that all the time. But it's, you could hear the crackle of the stubble on the chin. Would you understand this, please? This is a gentleman in spirit. All right. Definitely in spirit. I don't want to kill anyone off. Okay. Right. Where are we going now? All right. So have a look. Right. So, and I feel there is it's just like this is somebody that you, thank you, your granddad. Would you understand that you looked up to your granddad, or you thought what an inspirational man he could have been for you? But I feel like it's like he's taken away from you too early, and I just feel like it's somebody that you looked up to, but you sense and feel him. You used to love rubbing his stubble. Thank you. All right. So sorry, I've got that as him doing that, but it makes sense because I'm rubbing the stubble. Okay, I haven't. I don't have it, but yeah. Right. Okay. So, but would you understand about that looking up to him? But I feel like he's just been taken. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. So we've got him, we've got you, and it's got him. He's that influence for you, that spiritual influence, and because he's just coming through. We haven't forgotten about the elephant and your daughter yet as well. All right. But he's just saying. You know I'm around you, don't you? And I feel we had quite a lovely way of talking as well. And I feel like my eyes are lighting up. And because he's saying, oh, it's so nice to see you, like through my eyes to see you, although I can't see you. That just totally doesn't make sense. Okay. He said, but I never made sense at times. But I feel like with his sense of humor and his character, and he's just somebody that just plowed on with things, give him a challenge, he'd deal with it. Would you understand about this, please, Julie, with your lovely granddad and the stubble? Um, I will, thank you. And with him as well, he was not a dark horse or a dark elephant. I just feel with him, there was lots of layers with him as well. And a lot more was known about him, but that's after he died. Okay. Would you understand that? It's amazing musical interest together. Wonderful. Okay. But I feel it's after he died that it's you found out so much more. Sorry, it was leading up to his passing that I feel like things, and then once he passed, that there was more information about his amazing work, his life. He was just there for him, loads of different layers, but such an interesting man. Okay, and definitely very calm. All right, and it's that calmness that we're just bringing into you now, but also into your daughter as well. That calm, that feeling of bringing that energy and just calming things down. This isn't a bull elephant. I don't know. It just looks like a little baby elephant. But I just feel sometimes the emotional side of things. It's like a bull in a china shop. Um, Pardon me, a bull elephant in a china shop. Okay, and where are we going? Very recently done three. Ah, okay. Found new relatives. It's fascinating, isn't it? Family trees and that, okay. But you think you know someone and then you find out more. Okay, coming back to this lovely elephant. Now, coming back to you, all right. I feel very much that we've got where are we going? I will. Okay, very much. We're coming back to you, Julie, just for a moment, all right? Um, we've got Grandad and that as well, and we're talking. Going to talk about daughter in a minute. But with you, I feel with you in regards to you raising, not raising the roof, but raising your voice, but not shouting, shouting, just raising it, like being strong enough to speak out. Um, okay. Yeah, that's good old Facebook and social media. But would you understand about raising your voice? But it's not literally. Now, it could be to do with the Facebook side of things, but it's raising your voice to say no. And I feel like it's a big fat no. And it's just like put a stop on all of this. And I just feel like I want to press the restart button and, oh, sorry, the pause button and then restart. And it's just, I just feel like, um, where is it going? It's like, you see sometimes elephants playing with a big ball and it's flipping it around. And I just feel sometimes your life feels like you're the ball being attacked by the elephant and it's flipping you around. Okay. Again, this is just a metaphor, not literally. I get as well that where are you going there as well? Oh gosh, would you understand, Julie, that your ears are just hearing so much going on out there. And it's like maybe it's getting too much at times because I just want to literally close your ears at times. Okay. Oh, bless her. All right. And it's just closing your ears at times because it just gets too much. But it's what you're saying into yourself as well. Don't give in of what you're doing. You've just put up there about thank you, about your daughter's addiction, but it's also seek help. There is help for families of people with addictions because you feel like you're doing every single thing you can, but in actual fact, you can sometimes be enabling, encouraging without realizing it because you just want her to be well. So yeah, have this, take that, and it's just the it's an ongoing thing. But do not do it on your own. Oh, there you go. You've done it as well, but then it's difficult because the only one that can sort your daughter out is your daughter. Anybody with any form of addiction, only they can do it. So it's how you deal with yourself and how you deal with your own situation. Okay. Free will, choice, common sense, and being safe. Being safe in this case is about you as well. It's looking after yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, all of those things. Okay. You that old adage of you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. All right, because the horse has to do it in their own time. It's a very difficult situation. I'm sorry, all of you are going through that. Your daughter has her reasons, obviously, but we come back to this, and it's those. I said about drawn to the feet here, and I feel the darker times, and I feel there that there have been very worrying and concerning darker times when it's come to not just your daughter but the other family and yourself included. And I feel it's been very dark sometimes, and I feel that's to do with like depression, emotions, but also potentially harmful situations as well. um Oh, bless her. Okay, so I will put that up there, Julie. Bless you. All right. So we've got your granddad doing this, but you've just said there about your daughter passing away because you know now that only she, but she wasn't ready, was she? It was taken out of all your hands. Okay, I will. Thank you. Your granddad is Thank you. Your granddad is when I brought him through just now because he's still here and he's just giving you that beautiful smile and everything, but that upliftment, but somebody that you looked up to, etc. But actually, now you've said all of that. It's like I know. Thank you. I'm doing this with my nose because spirit are just coming through, and I just feel very close to the fact that your daughter is with him, but um, it's like she's too not scared to come forward along with granddad, but to let you know through granddad that she is at peace. She is okay because she's energy now. She's no longer dealing with all of the emotions and the situation that she was going on there. But I just feel very much that she's now doing this to granddad's stubble, all right, because she gets that calm as well. Um, thank you. It's also don't feel that you did anything wrong. Okay, don't take on any of that guilt It's release it, because only it was out of your hands. It was in her hands. Does that make sense, Julie? All right. Um, you might be scared of you. All right. So that makes sense to how I've brought that through to you. All right. And yeah, so but she was beautiful. Okay, absolutely beautiful. And I feel that there are photographs, but they're more of a obviously pre addiction days, but the beautiful smiling. And I just feel see her in this beautiful, I don't know if it's like a prom dress or whatever, but she just looks beautifully all dressed up. And she's just saying, "This is me now, mum." And it's like she's twirling. I'm with the angels, and I'm now a beautiful angel once more. And I'm also tickling Grandad's stubble. But I don't feel she's calling him Grandad. He's a different name to her. For her, I don't know, but it's a different name to what you would obviously call him. But it's just that. But she just see cheeks. She's like just letting you know that. Oh, it's a bridesmaid's dress. Thank you. So you understand about that. All right. But she just looks beautiful and at peace. That's the main thing here. All right. Um, Elephants never forget. You are never going to forget your baby girl. Okay, you can't. How can you? And she says, "How can you?" And there's a flick of the hair as well, because I feel like when she was on it and not on it literally, just there in her happier days, she'd like a bit sassy, is how I feel. Okay, but she was fun until it wasn't fun. And but she's saying, you know what? You got to live your lives, mum. And I say your lives, mum, because I feel like there's others around you. It's like you've all become in like this stasis, if that makes sense. And wipe away the tears, mum. Wipe them, because it's all right. I'm okay. Do you understand this? All right. So, and I'm being given February as a special month, but also January, and also and she's going, oh, and this date, and oh, that date, and she's giving all these things, and just get so excited. So let's just say every single day of the year, and it should be a happy time for you guys, but it's what you choose to do. Okay. But know that she is up there, and Grandad is looking after me. Okay. All right. Never. She was stunning. Yes, her children, brother, all struggling. Oh, bless. But as long as you understand that. Then we got the ha 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 bit. I can't remember what I said. So as long as it all makes sense, but smile. All right. And this goes to everybody else. Play this back so they can listen to this message. All right. Because she absolutely loves all of you. But there's also the I was saying about somebody earlier on about the signs coming around, like the feathers and the just general things, random things. Okay. And it's knowing that. Oh, oh, bless. Okay. It's random things, okay? The feathers, etc. All right. Oh, you've all gone through it so much, okay? But to know that Grandad, oh my gosh, this beautiful man, he's got them all under his wing. He says, "I've got them all under here." Okay. My arms are never ending. He says, "I'll bring them all in, and they're all here, and they're all safe," to let you all know that. Okay, so thank you so much, Julie. I'm going to read a what's that called? Namaste card for you guys as well. All right, and hopefully this will work for all you and your those that are missing out, missing her so very much. That one popped out to me, so we're going to have a look at that one. This is a stunning card. Okay, it's this card here. It's a tree, but it's got the butterflies in that as well. All right. So we've got those that are up in spirit. All right. The different levels, the different levels. So let's have a look. Sunlight blessing, it says. A ray of light bursts through the cloud of uncertainty, and darkness transforms to light. A new day is born, and the first buds of spring appear. You are blessed with the birth of something new. A new season of your life begins with this very special blessing. Okay. So if you can all take from this message, and this goes for everybody else that's lost loved ones, gone through addiction or dealt with, it's knowing that from this moment, just release all of that, because you can't change it. It's releasing it so you can move forward. Hopefully that all makes sense. So in the meantime, namaste to you, Julie, and your loved ones. Okay. So, oh, and bye, mum. All right. Okay. And I'm getting bye, baby girl. Okay. They're all here. Right, where are we going now? Thank you, Julie. Okay. Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Oh, you're so welcome. Now you say you didn't expect him, but he's such a character, and he was the one that came through, and he's just boom. Because again, your daughter wasn't feeling like she could come through because of that situation with you guys. Spirit should come through straight away, but that wouldn't have been her, and so just making sure you know it's her. Okay, so let's go through here. Um, look, we got Bernadette, Tammy, Julie. Well, that's what I've just been talking to. Gosh, I need my eyeballs tested even. Right. So, um, Bernadette. Shall we go to Bernadette? Are you still there, Bernadette? All right. So we'll go to Bernadette. Gosh, don't glad you lot can't see my dodgy writing. Okay. And right. Hi, Jackie. Tammy. Bernadette. All right. So we've got Bernadette. Can I have a reading, please, Tiger? So you want the tiger as well. I've only got the one tiger. So let me have a look. See if I think I don't have any other tigers. So right. Okay, let's try the tiger again. Where did you go? Sorry, I've lost me tiger. It's just, oh, there you are. Right. Bernadette, would you mind if I read for you using not quite a tiger, because we just use a tiger, but I can use the same animal, but it would be a completely different reading. But I just feel more drawn, and this was right beside my tiger, and it's actually a lion. Okay, how cute is he? So it's actually similar size to my tiger. All right, he's a little bit bigger. Okay. But you see where the tiger is like leaning forward. Yeah, it's got his paws forward. The tiger isn't. It's like standing up, but it's actually crouched. So where I'm getting that is for you, Bernadette, you love lions too. So yay, lions and tigers and bears. Hooray. Okay. Oh my, even. All right. So, and I feel like I want to say to you, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, all right. And I just feel there, it's like I want to bring in skipping ropes and hopscotch and all the old things and things to play and bring you in, like you acknowledging and recognizing your inner child. And I feel like you're already along those lines of your inner child. But I don't know if you work with children or just younger people. And I just feel there that I just want to bringing in the fun things that takes people away from these damn things and these damn things, and it's taking the younger people to realize that there's more to life than just a screen. There's bringing in all of that concept of you can have fun, genuine fun with no fear of trolling or whatever. And you were playing hopscotch with your grand, yay! But isn't that beautiful? And I just see this fun, all right. But you are, I know you're not the tiger. I don't have a lioness, but you are. So you've got the lion, but you are the lioness, okay? So we'll pretend this beautiful lion is a lioness, all right? But that's you, and you would fight fiercely, tooth, nails, and claws and everything, okay? To protect your loved ones, all right? So but the hopscotch and all the rest of it. All right, and I just feel very much that whatever's going on in your life at the moment, I don't know if you've had to fight for your family in regards to keeping the children and keeping the family together. And I just feel like it's like something, you know what? I can sit back now, I can join in the hopscotch, I can do these other things. And it's just such a beautiful feeling that that it's just, that you're watching them finally being able to properly smile. And I just feel like you can sit back and watch, but you're not sitting back on your laurels, as in you're not, you're just waiting for the next thing to happen. Would you understand this, please, Bernadette? Because I just feel there it's just like you're constant, you don't switch off fully. All right. Oh, bless you. So you understand just waiting for the next thing, aren't you? All right. But losing your much loved fiance last year, to see and play hopscotch with your granddaughter yesterday, how beautiful was that? Yeah. And would you understand about sometimes we feel guilty for smiling, for having fun, for seeing the beauty in life, for seeing the beauty in living. And it's like we almost feel guilty because of that loved one that is no longer there, both they're in spirit, but also they're not there to share in that enjoyment. But actually, they shared in that enjoyment. And I feel your fiance. Thank you for confirming that. But I feel your fiance. Just I don't know if their big name began with a T, but I feel like I'm being given a T for like Tony. Um, don't if it's not their name, don't worry. But I just there's somebody with a T, like a Tony type name, and I feel like it's got an I as opposed to a Y, so I feel like it's a female. Um, but they may be here on the earth plane as well, but they're connected with you guys. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, we'll go for that. But the I don't know, like the Thank you. He's just said the Eyes of March. Okay. So I feel that his surname was Townsend, but I feel he was also somebody that March, we won't ignore March as a special month. But also, I feel that the Eyes of March. I'm really sorry. My other half has just gone past my window, but he just popped there and you scared me. He just went like that. Okay. Right, where are we going? The eyes of March. I feel very much that March as well. But it also he says the eyes have it, and your eyes had it. Okay. Your eyes still have it. But he says instead of them just being glistening with life, your eyes are just glistening with tears and sadness. And he just wants to bring you back that beautiful smiling face that he loved so much. There's also, I don't know if you've just had your hair done or thinking about having your hair done, but he's doing this with your hair as well. And I don't know if you acknowledge this, but he it's like he's just touching your hair, but he's not doing it to annoy you. He says he's not doing that. He's just touching it and he's just saying, you know what, that's my tell to let you know I'm just around you. But if it really annoys you, I'll stop. Would that make sense to you? Um, he loved your eyes, beautiful, and you're thinking of getting it done. Fantastic. Do whatever you want with it. You can have it all shaved off, he said, if you want to. It's what makes you happy and what makes your eyes pop again, as in smiling properly. All right. And you feel him touching your hair as well. Beautiful. All right. So I'm glad you can understand all of that. This man didn't just love you, Bernadette, he adored you, but your whole family. And I just feel like it's the whole family, apart from one, but he's laughing. He says, oh, but apart from him over there and her over there, but he's laughing because I feel like if he didn't like them, he wouldn't be rude to them. Would you understand this, Bernadette? Because you can't like absolutely everybody, all right? And he tried his best, but he tried to accept them because they were your loved ones and it's part of your life. And I just feel like his concept of partnership was giving and taking, accepting who you are for who you are. I was saying about respect. He respected you. um I will, thank you. I can't even remember what animal I had for you, Bernadette. um Oh, the lion, wasn't it? All right, because it's just there. I'm holding it in my hand. Okay. Would you understand about the mindset as well? Like, just keep forgetting things. Okay, and it's. I don't know about you, but it drives me round the bend. Drives others around the bend. And yeah, it is the lion. So I've got it there. Look, see. Okay. But it's also rose quartz. Okay. It is quite a pale rose quartz in this light, but it is actually pink. All right, that's a bit better. You can see it. It's pink rose quartz. Okay, um, and you'll keep forgetting things all the time. Absolutely, but just go with the flow. All right. I write lists. I write messages to myself, and then I forget what I've done or where I've put them, and it's a nightmare. But it can either drive you to distraction, or you think, you know what? Let's just make a new one. What was I doing? Yeah, and it's doing that. Okay. Oh, bless you. All right. Rose quartz, the crystal he brought you. And that's got so much meaning. But for me as well, rose quartz is for healing. But it's for a gentle healing. And then it's just grief for all of us. And I'm on about the grief of losing a loved one to spirit. Grief in that regard is such a personal journey and it never goes away. So he was your, I don't know if his name was Richard as well, but I've been given the name Richard because he's saying, I was your Richard the Lionheart. Okay. And I'm in here and he's placing it in your heart. And so that's your little grief bubble. And it's you living your life, creating your life around. Okay. And I am so sorry we never got to actually make it legal. all right? Because I feel like there was something that kept getting in the way. I don't know if it's the health, whatever, but kept getting in the way because, you've always got more time. There's always tomorrow, but actually, he was your protector. I understand that. Yeah. He was your Richard the Lionheart. Okay. I know. I read it like that. Don't you worry. All right. Because Bernadette's just changed that protector. I'm always doing that. Okay. But would you understand that as well with regards to the messages that he gives you, or you give him, that, like messages like on the phone whilst he was still here, and getting it all. I was just about to swear then, bottom about face. Okay, you can spell it with an A. And it, yeah, just however you want to spell it with an A, about face. And he's just saying about the I feel like he had problems. I don't know if he's problems with his dexterity or whatever with his thumbs, but I feel very much that yeah, messages. Okay, but I'm really sorry about the dogs barking, but somebody's at the front door. Anyway, we've got the messages, but he's just saying that it's like, I don't know if you still use his phone or you still send him messages, because some people do that as a way of dealing with grief. It's just still that not wanting to let go and still sending them those messages. He says, you can just tell me, but if that works, it's what works for you, because grief is such a personal journey. All right. So he's just saying, we might be apart physically, but I'm always here. I'm always with you. Okay. But it doesn't mean that you stop your own life. It means you start living your life and bringing that joy and happiness again, like playing hopscotch with your granddaughter. Okay. So, we're giving eyes of March. We said March, and he's giving me December as well. And I've already been talking about what you're going to do for December, and I'm talking about Christmas here. I'm talking about that Christmas Day, Boxing Day, the week in between New Year and Christmas, and it's just like getting it done, but don't overdo it, financially, but also energy wise. And it's also a case of just, and it's December is your birthday as well. Yeah, fantastic. All right. But it's just saying, don't overdo it. Yeah. You got to have a moment to put your feet up and wiggle your cute little toes, he says. All right. Don't know if what you've done with your toes, or if you just had them painted, pedicure, or whatever. But he's just saying he liked your little wiggly toes as well. All right. But happy birthday for December, but actually create new happy memories, because you are in that right place at the moment. Okay. And don't ever feel guilty for living, and don't ever feel guilty for loving, and don't ever feel guilty for crying if you still miss me. Okay. But remember, I'm always around you, always. And I'm playing hopscotch as well. Okay. He's not watching, he's playing. Okay. Because he's a big kid himself. All right. So please take his love. Okay. I'm going to give you, I don't know if I just did one for you, but I can't remember. Sunlight? No. Okay, let's do this for you, Bernadette. Namaste card. And if I have already done one, then you just get another one. Okay. What was you? Oh, no, that one there. Fine. It's this lovely card here. All right. Okay. And this is the blessing of oneness. There you go. Um, Massive kid, brilliant. Bring your awareness within and connect with the eternal you. What do I keep saying, eh? Love, abundance, and blessings flow to you. Feel the oneness. Feel a deep sense of peace, the clarity, the perfection, and the love that you truly are. And that's what he saw in you. Okay. So, namaste to you, Bernadette. All right. So, thank you very much. Right. Okay. Um, oh, that was sweet. Right. Tammy, Tammy Wydrick, I think. That's possibly, I'll just call you Tammy. There you go, Tammy. All right. So, Tammy, may I have a reading, please? I'm connected to the dog. I've been a widow twice. Oh, okay. I read that as a window twice. I thought it's a window, but window into the soul. Okay. But a widow twice connected to the dog. Okay. Oh, I will. Thank you. When I was putting all my animals out, right, I put, oh, we've got one there as well. I will. I'm going to try and do this without dropping them, all right? But I've got all my dogs are all sitting. So that's one. Okay, that's one dog. All right. I just need to show you these dogs. That's another one. And again, sitting. sitting, all right? Sitting, okay? Now, it's only when I put them all together, I realise that all the dogs I have are all sitting. And it's like sitting to attention. It's like, no, we're just waiting. And I just feel that's something to do with yourself, Tammy. Hi, my lovely. It's just like you're sitting and waiting. It's like what's coming next. It's almost I get the impression that sometimes you're almost fearful, no, apprehensive to have another relationship because they might go as well. And it's just like what? But it's like you're sitting back. It's like, well, something else horrible is going to happen next. Does that make sense? I don't say that judgmentally, by the way. Okay. I say that in a way that it's just I just feel like it's just oh well. But then I feel on the flip side of that is I just feel like you're just getting on with your life. Would you understand that, please? Um, Oh, you broke up with an axe. But you understand what I mean by the flip side of that is you're just getting on with your life. But you've also maybe subconsciously, it's like, life is like that. It is what it is, but I'm going to live it. And I just feel very much that I want to just say, just be happy. Just be happy. It's so easy to be happy. No, it's not. I say that like, where are we going now? I've again inadvertently put all my little dogs literally, like you put all your ducks in a row. I've put all my dogs in a row. They were literally in a little row, and I can't hold them up because I'll drop them. I don't want to drop them. Okay, but oh, I will, thank you. I've got the 3 bigger dogs. I'm gonna hold them up. I've got the 3 bigger dogs all facing the same way, all right? But they're there, and I'm being drawn to the little one here. Now, Tammy, would you understand, having, a grandchild, please? A granddaughter, maybe? Or a bonny lad, a little one with sweet hair, looks maybe girlish, but with the hair, not as, still a lad. Okay, if that makes any sense to you, here on the earth plane, not in spirit, but I feel very drawn to a younger person that is like, I can't see if I feel that they're grandchild. Okay, and I just feel like it's they're the ones that are giving you that the potential update. It takes you away from your own feelings because it takes you out of your own self and your own uh it's just your own self. Would that make sense to you, please, Tammy? Okay. Because I just want to say to bring you back into your own self. I've been saying to other people this evening is knowing that okay, is knowing that you oh gosh, where was I going with that? Bringing yourself back into your own self. There you go. But knowing about the respect, about loving you. All right. Um, whatever reason you broke up with your ex for is whether that happens again or not, can't tell that at all because it involves more than just you, right? We all have free will, choice, and being common sense, etc. And you're asking exactly that. I'm looking at your future, and you've got a daughter but no grandchild. But would you understand about the focusing on your daughter in this case, but um, but focusing on others takes you out of your own self. It takes the focus off of you and puts it onto them. And this is how you look at it. That's how you're coping with it, if that makes sense. Um, oh gosh, where am I going? Right, I will. Okay, I'm being drawn to the smaller, so the puppy. All right, so the puppy. Okay, they're so cute. All right, so the puppy one, this one. Um, Tammy, I've no idea if you'll meet someone this year. You quite possibly might. All right. But listen to what I've said. Okay. I don't mean this derogatory or judgmentally or anything like that. Love who you are first. Okay. It's be who you are and enjoy yourself. Return to your puppy state. I don't mean be completely silly or whatever, but just start enjoying you. And I feel there by getting out there. I don't mean just doing like hobbies and that, getting out, socializing. But I don't mean it doesn't have to involve alcohol, whatever. Just being a volunteer or doing things that takes you usually out of your comfort zone that you feel comfortable in, if that makes sense. But it's just something that keeps you I've already said, you focusing on others stops you focusing on yourself. Okay. And stops you focusing on, oh, well, I get someone else, somebody's going to respect me, blah, blah, blah. But by doing the stepping out of you, your bubble, focusing on others, enjoy that contact with others by helping, etc. But by doing that, that takes you, it opens up your energy to be more truthful with yourself. Does that make sense? And I feel that's where your inner child, your inner puppy, um, will help, will grow, will flourish. It's smiling more, but properly. You smiling from your big toes up. All right. But I also want to draw in. Okay, I've got an itchy ear, but it could be my hair touching it. But I feel very much that I don't know if you do this kind of work, but I feel very drawn to the fact that you hear spirit. You hear just little things, things moving around in the home. It's nothing to be worried about. It's to do with just the little tells from spirit that come through. But it's them letting you know. Would you understand about your mum being in spirit, please? Or motherly type person that would have gone to spirit, but connected with mum if it's not exactly mum. And I just feel drawn to that area, and to say to you, come on, you are still, you may be a mum, but you are still a person. You're still a woman. And it's like, own that womanhood. Okay. That means own you first. All right. And then, as I say, that releases your energy, and people will see that beautiful and see you shine. And then, but you've got to see your own shine first, if that makes sense. And I'm being drawn to June as a special month for you, Tammy. And I just want to say, um, and I thank you. I want to be drawn to your daughter as well. And I just feel like there's whatever she's going through is to just say you see her shine as well, and it's to encourage that shine. And it's just like, let's all be shiny. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do namaste, and let's do that. All right, so. Gosh, you can tell where the weather's changing now. That this time of year, I've got to start putting the light on, the main light on, so I can't see can't see much in here. All right. I've been given this particular card. Okay, so this one for you, Tammy. The blessing of creativity. Express yourself creatively and reconnect with your inner child. Boom! I love it. It's what I've just been saying. As ideas and inspirations surface, express them without thought, censorship, or judgment. Don't try to make sense of things. Just allow, just feel, just be. This is a time where all is possible. You are limited only by what you think is impossible. I can't make it up. I love it. All right. So that is that card. You can always pause the vid when you look it back, and you know it's there. And this goes for whoever else this resonates with. But this one in particular is for Tammy Widrick. Okay. So basically, it's just reiterating, reaffirming what I've just been saying. All right. So, Tammy, everybody. Um, I've gone over time, so I do apologise. Hopefully, if you enjoyed tonight, thank you putting that up there. There you go. All right, we've got 7 o'clock. We've got readings with Kelly and Cheryl at 9 o'clock. Readings with Larkin. Find me a medium. Do so much amazing work. So enjoy. Tammy, I wish you all the best, my lovely. That inner child. Take care. See you in a couple of weeks, everyone. Bye bye.